Yep, that's a lot of shortbread. Hey guys, what you're looking at is actually my first cartridge game. If you haven't recognised it, it's called Burning Rubber, and it comes with a new system I've acquired over the Christmas period, and that is the Amstrad GX4000. Now, most of you know the GX4000 was Amstrad's failed attempt to get into the console market, the cartridge market, which was dominated by Sega and Nintendo back in 1990. Commodore also tried to get into the cartridge market, and they had the same result as Amstrad. I always thought the GX4000 looks a nice little system in a way. It's a bit like a snow speeder from The Empire Strikes Back. Anyhow, the GX4000 came with two of them, two very basic controllers. There's your intro music, which isn't bad. Not a bad little racing game actually. And over here is the box. And the box is, turn it around, taking on the side there. All complete with polystyrene inserts. Down here we have all the instructions. It's all complete. It's quite nice. It's quite cheap. The console's probably cheaper than some of the games. So there's only about 25 or 30 games for the GX4000, and most of them, unfortunately, were just cartridge versions of the original Amstrad games. There were some really nice cartridge games that did come out. They're quite rare these days. This is part one of my, if you like, Mega Amstrad haul. Come over here, I'll show you the next part of it. First up is a few games to run through. First of them is Sir Lancelot, which is a great ancient platformer from like 1984. Really like this game. Very basic graphics. Don't think there's any music or anything like that at all, but it's just really good fun to play. I've actually got 3 shoot 'em ups for the Amstrad. I'm not actually collecting every Amstrad shooter like I am the Amiga, but anyway. First up is Salamander, which is actually a very poor conversion to the Amstrad. Probably the worst conversion out of the lot. But a better game is 1943. It's a really colourful and very playable shooter on the Amstrad. Some good music too. The only problem with 1943 is after the first 4 levels it just repeats. But it's a good game nonetheless. And the first shooter is Dragon Spirit, which I seem to have on most systems I own actually. I seem to have a fondness for this game. It's not bad on the Amstrad, it's quite colourful. Playing area is a little bit small. Got a bunch of instructions here and a band. And I'll show you what it stands for in a tick, if you haven't worked it out. Got some disc games too. Arcade Muscle. Doesn't come in any case or nothing, unfortunately, this one. Features the games Bionic Commando, Street Fighter, 1943, Sidearms and Road Blasters. So that's not bad. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Magnificent 7 promotion, which has Short Circuit, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, The Great Escape, Whizball, Head Over Heels, Cobra, Arkanoid and Yeah Kung Fu. So that's quite a good retro compilation. Another compilation, Elite's Hit Pack 4-in-1, featuring Airwolf, Commando, Frank Bruno's Boxing and Bomb Jack. Another shooter, obviously on disc this time, Flying Shark. Now, Flying Shark's actually a really good shooter on the Amstrad. I really like it anyway. Unfortunately it's a bit of a Spectrum port, so there's a real lack of colour and some of the bullets are quite hard to see. And the final disc game is another compilation, as you can see, 6 computer hits, featuring quite a few oldies actually. 3D Star Strike, which is Star Wars more or less, Chucky Egg, everyone knows that, Gauntlet, but it's not actually the arcade game Gauntlet, this is actually a Defender clone, this one. Covenant, don't know much about that one. Or Jack and the Beanstalk, don't know much about that one either. And Killer Gorilla, Killer Gorilla is quite well known. You've got to save the damsel in distress from all kinds of hazards. So that's and the reason why I got them disc games, because they came with, come down to it, a CPC 6128. The 6128 is you can work it out there, a 128K colour personal computer. The bog standard Amstrad was 64K RAM, as was like the Commodore 64, and not too long after they brought out the 128K versions of Amstrads, etc, etc. So it comes with a disk drive. Come on the side there, you can see it. Unfortunately that disk drive's not working at the moment, and that's why I have that other band. Hopefully that will solve most of the problems. We'll soon see, and if it does, then the disc collection will start to expand. So there you go, guys. That is one big, pretty good Amstrad bundle. It was a nice Christmas present for me. I treated myself. So thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.